Welcome into Phoenix Raceway, qualifying underway for the Golden Eagle Syrup.com 1987's Cup Series, part of the Sidewinder Racing League. So we got Cherry Grindell rolling on his qualifying lap. His teammate also out on track, Trenton Sneed in the 81. Chance to Extreme Motorsports showing up big numbers tonight. Got Joe Monaghan. The Busch number 6. Those three cars all on their first time to lap. Grindell sets the first time. 30.49 is what everyone will have to aim for. Trenton, 3.5 tenths back. Monaghan posts third, best lap. Check out the 51 as he wrecks on the pit road. Omar's going to be mad I showed him wrecking on the pit road. Hoytsma going out for a lap. Grindell's second lap slower, so he'll remain at a 30.49. Trenton's second lap also a bit slower, so he'll remain at a 30.84. Monaghan's second lap slower, so seems first lap's the lap to get it. Dave Hoytsma in the 79 Taco Bell Buick. Out on his first timed lap. A 32.12. That'll put him in fourth. Son Lucas on track. A 30.39. Goodness gracious. Lucas Hoytsma jumps up to the top of the charts. The G silent. Monahan. I was doing the G H silent. It's like, what? I'm silent. Just don't know which one. Monahan. Understood. My bad. It's only 400 people in Sidewinder. I could try to remember them all. So Lucas top of the charts. No surprise there. Minute 45 left. 5 cars have put a lap in. The other 11, the other 6, total of 11. The other 6 have not decided to put a lap down just yet. Andrew Beach, Chris Walsh, Cliff Mullins. Looks like Mullins going to give us something to watch. Mullins in the Midnight Performance. Pontiac Monte Carlo. They scanned a Pontiac. One of Richard Petty's Pontiacs from 87, so hopefully we'll get Pontiac in the game legitimately, but for now, a lot of these fellas like to put Pontiac on their Monte Carlos. That's why you see this Race22.com Spit and Venom Midnight Performance Pontiac Monte Carlo. Also on track, Chris Walsh in the Skull Bandit. Trying to get some late qualifying runs in here. Cliff works his way off turn 4, coming to the start finish. I don't think he'll get his second lap in. First lap puts him 4th quickest. Then Chris Walsh jumps up to 3rd quickest, moves Cliff to 5th. Most cars were slower on their second lap anyway. Both these drivers will not make it back around on their second lap. And qualifying's over. Right before he got to the line. Here we go to race mode. Got 11 cars, do 100 laps of Phoenix. Average lap time starts right at 30 seconds and then kind of fades with the tires down into, I don't know, the 33s, 34s. Should be a pretty straightforward race. They get 2 sets of tires in the pits, 1 fast repair, 55% fuel in the tank. See if I ever did these cars. I did. Hot damn. Go me. Let's run through our starting lineup presented by our friends at Labor 12. Check them out anywhere you find your music nowadays. They're over on Spotify and YouTubes and Apple Music and all over the place. So Labor XII right there on the hood of this red, white, and blue Buick. Lucas Hoytsma's on the pole in the 89 Evinrude Buick. Harry Grindell starts second in the Monarch Renault R25. Alongside Trenton Sneed is Chris Walsh. Walsh will start in the Skull Bandit, number 18. Nice green Monte Carlo there. And Trenton Sneed, as we said. Sneed Tombstone Game Farm Trayon Technologies is another one of these Pontiac Monte Carlos. He'll start in the 4th spot. Cliff Mullins Midnight Performance Pontiac starts in the 5th spot. Then you have Joe Monahan, because the G is silent, in the Busch Monte Carlo, starting in the 6th spot. Dave Hoytsma, the Taco Bell Buick. Daddy Dave starts in the 7th spot. Andrew Beach, the Pizza Boy, starts in the 8th spot, another one of those Pontiac Monte Carlos. So confusing. Daniel Wallen in the Jack Daniels Monte Carlo starts in the 9th position. Not on track right now is Troy Burke and Omar Gates, or Streety as we call him. Neither of those cars are on track. There is Burke. Burke shows up and he'll start in 10th. No Streety. No Streety, don't know where he be, can't find him. No matter how many times I click on other drivers' names, they won't go back. There we go. Streety's on track now. We're all graded up, ready to race. This 51 car is as brightly colored as it is for Omar's daughter. Omar's daughter's birthday was yesterday, so wish her a happy birthday. He painted it all pink, purple, and sky blue just for her. You love to see it. All right. No Giglio tonight. It's one of our heavy hitters not available for tonight's race. We'll have, as we said, 100 laps from Phoenix. Trenton's dad saying, go Trenton. Trenton hanging out in the 4th spot for the start. Maybe one of you two can explain why he has this obsession with Pontiac. I know it's mostly beach, but still. Green flags out in the air as Lucas Hoytsma jumps out right alongside the 70 of Harry Grindell, side by side into 1 and 2. If you're used to the track layouts of Phoenix in current day, this is going to be the 2008 layout. So what you're used to as the current backstretch will actually be the start-finish straight. We thought it'd be appropriate to go back to the old school layout for the 87 race. Grindell hanging tough on that outside. I did not anticipate that. Let's see, Daniel Wallen in the 23 team may have had an issue. Gets up against the fence. Gets right up against it, rides along it. May have got a piece of the 01 there from Burke. Daniel rides the fence and disappears. So we've lost one of our cars already. Camera's being goofy again. There we go. Harry Grindell out in front of Lucas Hoytsma. Grindell leading this one. He was our winner at Texas in the opener. I suppose it was week 2, but you get my drift. That was week 1. I was right. I'm confused. Hoytsma rides in second. Seen him in a Buick. We've seen him in the Pontiac Monte Carlos. We've seen him a little bit of everything. But here he is back in the Buick this week. I wonder if he finds that certain cars drive better on certain types of tracks. That used to be a thing in NASCAR before the bodies all became very identical. Used to be you go to certain places, the Fords would be really good. You go to other places, the Pontiacs would have like an advantage because of their nose shape. And back when NASCAR was more interesting. Trenton Sneed riding in third, trying to hold off Chris Walsh and the Skull Bandit. 18 in the 81 battle for third. Looks like the 51's been for a ride. It's up along the outside wall, gassed it up, and around it went. That is the exit of pit road there. Smacks it into the inside wall. No cautions, he's down and off the track. Looks like he has some left front damage. Has to bring that car down to his pit crew. That leaves 9 cars on the lead lap. Gap about a half second between Grindel and Hoytsma. And you have this battle for third, Sneed and Walsh. Back behind this you have Cliff Mullins, then there's Andrew Beach, Joe Monahan, Dave Hoytsma. I have to pause now when I say Monahan to think which letter is silent, and it takes me a minute to remember. Like, which one is it? It's like Walsh had a bobble there on that lap. He lost about 0.8 of a second to Trenton Sneed. So he'll have to regroup and try to chase back down the 81. He's riding in the third spot. Grindel well out in front now. 0.6 the lead. The drivers look to log laps, try to make it into the second half of the race before they start getting crazy. While we're settled in, let's just go have a chat. That was loud. That was also loud. Lucas, DG, got a copy?
I got you.
I'll figure we're out here just on a Sunday cruise right now, saving those tires, trying to get to later in the race. So you see you're catching up on Mr. Grindel now after he worked around that 51 machine. Just how's the car feeling 10% of the way into the race?
Well, it's not tight like the car normally is. It's real loose on the exit, and still got to watch your entry. Make sure you don't scrub the fronts at all, and kind of using this apron out of turn 4 to get it to rotate. Something I kind of figured out, trying to get it low enough to get there. But, yeah, overall, I mean, running down, trying my best, but I think tires are going to come into play here.
So you're using the Harvick line.
Yeah.
That's who I learned that from. See, it's working. Just got that Monarch Renault right there in your sights. How do you feel about the long-term prospects? Do you think you're saving more or less tire than the leader up there, Harry?
Well, first 5 few laps, you know, he was kind of washed up the middle of 3 and 4, but it seems like he's keeping it low and trying to save him. So I think he caught on that I might be sitting back here saving. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
Yes, sir. Be a fun thing to keep an eye on as we go on through the race. I'll let you get back down there with your pops. Fun to have chats with the drivers while they're out there driving. Lucas Hoytsma giving us a quick word there. I know he's mentioned before when he gets on a long green run, all spread out, he doesn't mind me bringing him up for a moment. So took him up on that offer. Have a little chat with our second place driver while he's out on track. See him getting those left sides right on that apron to get the car to rotate. That was in turn 2, he was trying it. Then they go through the dog leg here, down into 3. See if we can ride on board. Oh, the caution waves. Looks like the 51 cars had an issue. First caution of the race. 51 up a track. Trying to hang on to it. See Andrew Beach. Then here comes the 6. Oh, the 6 gets into the back of him, shoots him up into the fence. 51, I guess, came down a little bit further than they anticipated off the wall. And Monahan gets in the back of him. Unable, yeah, he tried to go to the left to avoid him, just couldn't get low enough. Monahan gets into the back of the 6 and around, or is 51. If Monahan got in the back of himself, that'd be funny. And Gates goes around. Gates, a newcomer to Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Part of the Cave RP community. Coming over to try and learn these race cars. Trenton Sneed going to stay out here. It's probably a bit too early to take any of your tires. But I would think a lot of folks are going to top off here. Trenton saying no thank you. I'm staying out. Every other car pits. See how long they sit on pit road. I'll give you an idea of whether they're taking tires or not. Also, you can watch them. Harry Grindell's taking tires, as is the 18. Interesting. Hoisma also taking right sides. Mullins down and away. There goes Monahan. Left sides for Walsh, Grindell, and Hoisma. Seems awful early for that. Hoisma going to beat Grindell off pit road. But they're going to fall to 4th and 5th. With the varying strategies, Trenton Sneed staying out here. Let's get a word with Trenton and see what his thoughts are. Trenton, DG, got a copy?
I knew this was coming. Hi.
Yeah, well, I'm coming to see what your thoughts are here, buddy. Everyone else comes to pit road. You're out there all by yourself. What's the strategy here?
Crew Chief App just blasted my earlobe. What?
I said you stayed out here when everyone else pitted. What's the strategy going here?
There isn't one. It just kind of, it's like, well, if I do what they do, I'm definitely not going to get anything accomplished. So, hell, why not do the opposite? So here I am.
We're doing the Brad Kozlowski and Paul Wolf contrarian thing then.
Yeah. I mean, if they burn one of their 2 sets of tires, if we go green another 10 laps, I can come and take my first set. They take their last, and if we have like another yellow, like 50 or so laps, I can use my final set. Well, I don't have any. I might be able to fly past them. That's the only way this is going to work.
Yeah, you're going to need more cautions later in the race to make it work. And I don't know. I thought it was too early for them to take tires. I would not have taken a set until at least lap 33.
That's kind of what I was at. But like I told Andrew, I was hoping one of you bastard would be dumb enough to try this with me, but evidently not.
Well, I think some of them came down and took fuel only. Speaking of maybe Clifford Mullins and Joe Monahan there.
Cliff, Joe, if y'all only took fuel, love y'all.
Thank you, dear.
How about I go verify that with Cliff right now?
I feel like he took tires.
Cliff!
What?
You do fuel only?
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Oh!
See? I know what I'm talking about.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Trenton Sneed leading the race here after staying out, while Cliff Mullins and Joe Monahan came down for fuel only. The rest of the field taking a set of their tires here, so they only get 2 sets, and they've already burned 1 before we're even a third of the way into the race.
Stay off Harry here. Okay.
9 cars in this restart as 51 is on pit road for repairs. Trenton gets a nice restart. Hoytsma going to duck down under Mullins with those fresh tires.
That went smoother than expected.
Here comes Hoytsma using those fresh tires. Those cars that stayed out, as in Trenton Sneed, or the cars that took fuel only, as in Mullins and Monahan, they are hoping this goes maybe 10, 15, 20 laps, somewhere in that range. Then they get to come down and take a fresh set of tires, and I don't think anyone else would take them at that point. If they did, they would be using their last set, which would be crazy. Here comes Harry Grindell steaming in there in the 70 car. Goodness gracious, those fresh tires are worth something in 10 laps, aren't they? It's good to know for later in the race for the cars that are able to stay on a lead lap, catch a caution. They're going to be struggling until then, though, so we'll watch Trenton start to drift back here. Those older tires for the 81 car. So Hoytsma goes to the lead, and here comes Grindell trying to keep pace in the Monarch Renault. Grindel takes second from his teammate. Good evening, William. Welcome on in. And hey, Chrissy, how are you? Looks like the 37 Cliff Mullins just rubbed the wall there. He's going to give up the 5th spot to Andrew Beach. As the field approaches the 51, hopefully he can be predictable and out of the leader's way. Not quite. We'll have to teach the 51 a little bit of racecraft. 51 is struggling. Everyone gets by mostly safely here. See if you can keep it pinned down to the bottom. These are the two that brought out the last caution. 51's kind of just riding in the middle of the track, and that's causing confusion for the cars trying to pass him as the 6 gets into the back of him just to get him out of the way. I'm sure it wasn't intentional, just the way it worked out. And Monahan just stacked down behind him after banging off the wall. This is where the excitement is. So we're watching the back of the field pass a lapped car. Everyone makes it by safely, for the most part. We are watching this battle up front now as Grindel trying to keep pace with the 89 of Hoytsma. Grindel really closing in on him. I have to think Hoytsma would be trying to save here. Shalom, Mr. Khakis. Jake from State Farm, hanging out in chat. What's up, my friend? Hoytsma a little bit different line that time. Grindel able to keep it lower on exit. Always amazes me with Lucas how he gets right up by that wall. I know sometimes he still smacks it, but he was so close to it the last 2 laps. Wonder if Grindel will tuck in line and try to learn. Let's ride on board with the number 70. Watch Lucas right up ahead. See the fire coming out the pipes as he gets off the throttle. This is the layout where this is considered the backstretch dogleg. And this will be turn 3 in this layout. Lucas says he's using the apron coming off of 4 right there. Rotate the car a little bit. And start finish line is right here. And we go out on turn 1. Listening for any kind of tire sliding. Sounded pretty under control there. Work lap 25 of 100. Catch the curbing. Drove it in there pretty deep. I think Lucas is still saving a little bit of tire there. Oh yeah, the old layout of Phoenix is so much fun, Diwadi. So much fun. It's good to see you, sir. How are you? How is everyone? Hope we're enjoying this broadcast. Trenton's going around. Caution is out. What happened to Mr. Trenton Sneed? He got up the track and around it went. They go into turn 1. Starts to snap loose. He corrects it, tries to save it. Snaps around again. Able to not hit anybody at least. Trenton will bring out a caution at lap 27. And you know what's funny? I still think it's too early to take those tires. We're still not a third of the way into this race. I don't think this is the caution to take them either. I think you save them. Alright, let's bring Trenton. Actually, let's watch the pit stops. Hoytsma's coming to pit road. Grindel's staying out. Hoytsma thought better of it. Hoytsma's now staying out. Mullins is coming. That is Monahan coming down. Trenton Sneed. So the 3 that did not take tires last time are on pit road. Everyone else stays out. Watch the cars hit their pit boxes as they hide behind the Musco lights. Fun fact about those Musco lights, I learned this from a friend. They're named Musco because they're from a company in Muscatine, Iowa. And my buddy was from there, so he happened to know that. So there you go. If you ever wondered why they're Musco lights. Trenton, first one off pit road with those tires, I would say, but I would be wrong. It's Trenton thinking like I am. Still too early for tires. Although he's coming right back. We'll see what he does this time down pit road. We can confirm the 37 and 6, Mullins and Monahan both took their set of tires. You notice how I pause every time I start to say Monahan. I'm like thinking in my head while talking, which one's silent? The G is silent. A silent G sound. Oh my gosh, Trenton, where'd you learn to pit? Now we're getting tires on the 81. And that'll be all cars using one set of tires as of lap 29. Did he just take lefts the first, or rights the first time and lefts the second time? Let's bring him in. Trenton,
Hi.
did you take rights the first time and then come back down and take lefts?
Yeah.
I was wondering what was going on.
Because I came in really behind, and I was like, oh god, I don't know if the pit crew's gonna be fast enough for this, so I just like, I'll just play it safe. I'm gonna be in the back anyway, so.
10-4. Well, now you got your 4 fresh
No,
Mr. Feelgoods.
Is Miguel here new to iRacing or new to ovals?
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So be nice and try to help. What our
My
community
advice is do not go left and then right in front of the leaders. That's about all I got. I almost went in the fence.
Yeah, he's struggling about the racecraft and learning how to hold lines on ovals. He's from road coursing, so yeah, he's like
Oh, okay. Now that,
Yep. So gotta teach him oval etiquette, but you know we can do it as
blue
a community.
flag, Miguel. Blue flag, for the love of God. Stay on the apron.
There
He
you
hasn't
go.
killed us yet, so he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's only hit the 6 twice.
Oh, never mind. B plus.
At least it wasn't Lucas.
Yeah, that's true. Or Michael.
I'm just gonna hang out and talk to you for a while. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'll get the play-by-play here. So, Dave just overshot the corner. I'm in the middle for a brief second. I'm gonna try and get on the accelerator if I can. Little free off of 2 here. Gonna try and make up something. Gonna bounce off the chip and into 3, and Andrew decides he's gonna park it right in front of me. That is suboptimal. Andrew, get the hell out of the way.
He's just trying to tell you to alt F4.
Yeah, he'll probably alt F3.
Oh, what's that do?
All right, I have to back it up a little bit. The other one of me both are
He
sliding
drove
up.
it in deep. Oh my god! Drove it in deep as shit.
Piss!
Oh, he had new tires. He's out there driving like that. Come on, Beach.
He's still gonna blame me. There's gonna be hashtag blame Trent in the chat. I can see it now.
It blamed you for him over driving a corner and hitting the wall.
Oh, he'll do it. Oh, it don't matter, big man. If I'm involved, it's automatically my fault.
Well, we got Grindel trying to keep pace with Hoytsma. Can you see any of that battle from where you're at?
I can actually, just faintly. They're so far away. Right now, I'm kind of staring at this purple Pontiac. Cliff Mullins side by side with the red 01 of, I believe that's Troy Burke. Looks like Cliff is just about cleared, and I almost went around again. That would have been what I like to call suboptimal. Heading into 1, I'm able to get to the bottom a bit better.
Man, you can see Grindel's brakes glowing.
Watch. Oh man, I thought I was gonna get a bigger run than that. All right, through the dog leg. I think I can get him off of 4.
We'll see.
I'm gonna back it up, get a late apex, arc her in, and nope.
Your back end got a little squirrely there.
Yeah, new tires don't really mean much here. It's still a little loose. Actually, she don't know what she wants to be. Sometimes she's tight, sometimes she's loose. She is more tight off of 2 and loose off of 4. Let's see here. Let me see. We're gonna try some. We're gonna try the outside. Let's see what we got up here.
I noticed, boy, you don't want balls pass me on the outside. Look at you. Tower on the outside of Phoenix.
I'm gonna do the same thing to Cliff here if he don't kill me.
Well, Cliff knows where you're going now. I expect him to go up and block you just because you're Cliff.
A little bit. I couldn't really get a run off the corner. Looks like my better corner is 3 and 4.
Getting in there hot.
Oh, crap.
Well, you didn't hit the wall. That's good.
I didn't die that time. Last time I died.
Made a mistake, but you survived it. And now your brakes are glowing red.
Yeah, I imagine so. Cliffbo just got bad.
I guess we should watch the battle for the lead, but it's way too much fun to hang out with you.
Well, I appreciate it. I'm no Jimmy Broadbent, but I can attempt to commentate and drive at the same time.
Perhaps I'll come back later.
I gotta run now.
Yeah, you
I
do.
gotta
Stay.
run. Cliff just
Oh!
nailed the fence.
Smacked it. There we go. Ease her in there.
I'm gonna use the damn apron if I have to. Come on! Come on, baby! Damn it!
Man, he powered it up there. Might have to go
Cliff,
a
are
long
you
way.
watching the stream? Are you figuring out what I'm trying to do here?
Well, if Cliff was you, he would just nudge you out of the way.
Yeah, I don't try and do that normally unless you piss me off.
Cliff's from the short tracks of Virginia. It's what he does.
Yeah. I think I'll get around to maybe eventually if I don't mow the fence down here.
I mean, maybe the fence needs to be mowed down. Teach that fence a lesson.
I may try that in about 60 laps.
Maybe wait till 61.
Huh? Perhaps. That is a lovely shade of purple, though.
It is. It's delightful.
Guys, what is that? Is that Twitch 2 Extreme 37 on the spoiler?
Yep. I'm not a big fan of spoiler adverts, are you?
I think it's actually pretty clever.
I don't know. It's usually laid back and hard to read, and just yeah.
Well,
it gets cluttered to me, you know.
From my perspective, I can read it pretty well.
Yeah, it's standing up right here, but if you go to Dega, you won't.
Yeah, that's true. I just realized I think Cliff took tires with me on that pit stop.
Yes, he did.
Okay.
As well as the 6 car behind you.
He's just kind of angry at Joe.
Everybody else has been a while.
I don't seem to be affecting them none.
Yeah, they don't need tires up front. Oh, that's bad.
We're good!
Bye, Cliff.
No, it was actually funny. When I was trying to let Beach by earlier, he got to I ran way too high, kind of like how I did a couple laps ago, and I just go, oh shit. Pretty much like the new Top Gun movie.
I haven't seen it.
Because as soon, I'll just say, as soon as I had to turn my wheel right, I knew it was going to be bad. This car, and I mean, I feel like it uses the same sound as an NR 2003, as the same stock sound, but it has a tendency, once it gets sideways, it's a 50-50. It doesn't matter how hard you turn. It's a 50-50 if it's actually going to go back, if it's going to go around, or if you're going to catch it.
I have good news.
Hmm?
Daniel Wallen's back on track. Now all 11 cars are running again. Kind of.
Well, if I know Daniel and I know Cliff, I'm probably about to get a spot.
Daniel's kind of by himself at the moment, so you can't really blame anything on Daniel.
Well, if we get to them. I raided Cliff back down. So there's a chance.
I'm a little surprised Cliff isn't cutting into the lead of the top 3, since you guys do have 13 lap fresher tires.
Because we're slow.
Still,
I mean,
13 lap fresher
when I was running
tires.
third, I was pretty much just holding up Chris. I think it was kind of like the same scenario I'm in right now with Cliff. He's faster, but he just couldn't get around me because he can't pass. Cliff just washed up. Come on, give me a run.
He's
Oh,
there.
that's a problem. That's a big
Oh
problem.
boy. Oh. Oh, that looked like a short track there.
Oh, he's lined up right behind
Yeah,
me.
he is.
I'm about to go for a ride.
Oh, you're lucky you're a teammate, I think.
Oh, that don't matter.
I was waiting for him to right hook you.
Oh, I was, as soon as he went back behind me, I was like, yep, here we go. I got a brace for impact. He's going to do the same thing here, probably. All right, oh, we both washing up.
He followed you right on in there.
Oh, no, he's got that run.
He's got to worry about Monahan. Monahan close up on him.
I will say, I was going to be a victim of NR 2003 right there, but thankfully his car was there. It kind of straightened me back out. I might be dumbass of the week on the podcast now.
The leaders are so spread out that this is where all the fun is. We're just watching 4th, 5th, and 6th, because why not?
That's fair.
Up front, it's Lucas doing Lucas things, and then Harry trying to keep him pace, and Chris Walsh riding in 3rd. Haven't missed a thing up there, but we've been watching an exciting battle between Mullins, Monahan, and Shred and Steed.
I feel like Troy will probably get up here in a minute.
Troy is on older tires.
Oh.
As is Dave Hoytsman and Andrew Beach.
Well, I think I could safely say that my theory was correct. I was, in fact, faster than Cliff.
So you have pulled away from him?
Yeah. I don't know if that was a bump and run or a door and scram. Actually, it was more of a send it in, get loose, run out of talent, and then nail the piss out of them, and then try and run away.
Are you excited for these 7 points that you're about to get this lap?
7? Oh, halfway.
Yeah.
But like I said in ARCA, stage points are just kind of like, meh. My goal doesn't change week to week. I just want to win one race. Just one.
Thing is about points, somebody's going to point their way in. No matter how many different people win, somebody's pointing their way in.
Yeah.
Here comes the stage points. Hoytsman's going to get 10. 9 to Harry Grindell. 8 to Chris Walsh. Eventually,
Woo,
Trenton will
7.
get to the line. There he is, picking up 7. Cliff Mullins
that's
6.
a lucky number somewhere.
Monahan 5. Troy Burke 4. Andrew Beach 3. Dave Hoytsman 2. Who knows going to get the last point? Might be several laps.
Oh, you're about to get some quality entertainment if we go green for another 20 laps.
And why that be?
We gotta get fuel.
Green flag pit stops be fun at Phoenix.
Especially in these cars.
Cliff Mullins all the way to the apron to block the 6. God. Alright, thanks for hanging out with us. I'm going to send you back to your team. Trenton Sneed in the 81 hanging out with us as Monahan makes contact with the 37 and he's going to turn right and put him in the wall. Cliff Mullins and Monahan get together. Mullins gasses it up. Cliff, DG, got a copy?
Yeah.
Well, sir, looked like your car got a little out of shape there. What happened?
Fucking 6 hit me. What the fuck does it look like?
I knew you were going to say that. I just wanted to see what you'd say.
Oh, there you go. Here's your hot take for the race.
Heck yeah. Do we have a new DA of the week?
He's working on it. I can guarantee that.
How about your teammate? Is he in the running after dooring you there?
after dooring the shit out of me and then not being in the Discord to say I'm sorry.
Well, that's my fault.
Sending him, but you know,
That's my fault. I dragged him up.
I know. I was like, because Andrew was like, well, "Where the hell is Trenton?" I was like, "Hell, I don't know," but he just doored the shit out of me and didn't say a fucking word.
Looks like your right front suspension may have a little bit of issue. You gonna take the fast repair here?
Yeah, gonna have to, and probably fuck up my front bumper here in a little bit.
Team 4. Good luck, sir.
Yep.
And Cliff Mullins, always an entertaining interview. He'll bring his Pontiac to pit road here in the 8th position. Burke stays out, as does Dave Hoytsma. They're saying too early for their second set of tires, and they don't really need the fuel, I guess. Hoytsma on pit road, taking the tires, so Hoytsma will be done with tires, as will Grindel. Remember, they only get 2 sets, so both those cars taking their final sets, as is Chris Walsh. Trent Sneed's taking a set here. Looks like most cars will be out of tires other than Hoytsma and Burke. Dave Hoytsma, I should indicate. Dave Hoytsma and Troy Burke going to save a set of tires. I would think they would at least come for fuel, but they have chosen not to. Now Dave Hoytsma's coming down off the track. Taco Bell Buick hits pit road. Didn't pit the first time around. We'll keep track of his situation, see if he takes the tires. May have to get a word with Andrew Beach. I'm reading an 18-second stop for him. All the tires were 20 seconds. His was an 18, so we'll have to check in, see if he got 4 tires or not. We watch Dave hit the box, see if he's getting fuel, or if he's going to put the tires on. Looks like fuel only for the Taco Bell Buick. That's what I figured would happen, but a lap earlier. I guess he wanted to go to the back and stay out of the way with the older tires. Probably not a bad strategy. That leaves Troy Burke on 40-lap old tires at the front of the field in the 0-1. He gets a bonus point for leading the lap at least, under caution. We'll see if he decides to come down, or that's probably too late at this point. Pits will be closed. So we're going to have a 40-lap old tires car leading us to the green flag. And then 7 hungry drivers on fresh tires behind him. Beach, DG, got a copy?
Yes, sir.
I'm reading an 18-second stop. Did you get 4 tires, or your boy's that dang fast, or did you only take 2?
I did not take any tires. I just sat in the pit stall to make sure all these guys were ahead of me because I'm trying to save this last set of tires. It's gone green, but I'm trying to hope for a late caution here where I can take tires and luck into something here.
10-4, so you're on that Troy Burke and I believe it is Dave Hoytsma strategy. Both
Dave
of them
as well came down.
Yeah,
Yeah, I came down to top off for fuel. That way, if it does go green, I'm just going to suffer, but I should be able to make it.
10-4. Well, good luck to you, sir. We'll see what shakes out.
Thank you very much.
So there we go. No tires. Thought it'd be odd to take 2, which is why I went and asked, because 18-second stop is strange. Now we know he was just trying to let the faster guys through on the fresh tires, so he's not in the position the 0-1's in right now, with all the fresh tires right on his bumper. Burke, the control car, gets us restarted. Have Hoytsma and the 70 of Grindel right in the back bumper of that Monte Carlo as Hoytsma's going to blast by on the outside. Grindel trying to go by. Burke sliding up the track on his old tires. Now Burke's holding up Trenton Sneed. Cliff Mullins has gone around. The caution is back out. Looks like Dave Hoytsma and Cliff Mullins going to get together. Mullins tried to save it, loses it, goes nose first into the outside wall. Well, he was right. He called that he was about to get some nose damage, and he did. Not the way I don't think he intended to have it happen, but it happened nonetheless. That's not what I thought you meant by getting some nose damage.
That is not what I meant by it right there. Yeah.
Rip.
Yep.
Goodbye.
It's still running at least.
Sort of. Kind of.
Kinda.
Mm-hmm. Jogging maybe, not so much running.
I mean, we'll find out here. We're gonna pit and see what the fuck happens here.
Good luck.
Okay.
It's Cliff Mullins in the 37. Go back and show you what happened, but it was contact with Dave Hoytsma. Sent Cliff Mullins around. Yoink. Let's try to watch from the far chase. Let's see who we think. Dave really doesn't come up that much, but he does come up just a little bit, and Cliff's coming down. They meet in the middle. See that a lot in racing. Unfortunately, round goes to 37. So Lucas Huisma, virtue of the pit stop out front. Got a good restart, able to get by 0-1 of Burke on the outside. Burke, by the way, just now came down, took his tires. So Burke no longer on that strategy of saving a set of tires. Cars that are still in that strategy, Andrew Beach in 5th and Dave Huisma in 6th. Both those cars trying to hang on to that last set of tires for a little bit later in the race, hoping for some yellow and hoping those new tires can propel them to a strong finish or possibly a win. Trying to get some strategy going here. If we can have a chat with Mr. Lucas. Mr. Lucas, this is DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, sir, you're out front. You've used your last set of tires. What's your thoughts on those guys that are trying to save a set for about 20 laps from now?
That's the better call for sure. I knew it was risky. I might have to leave the race. My engine might expire here soon.
Oh, we're going to Blake Giglio?
Yeah, I'm not sure yet. We're gonna see what happens, but as up in the air, I figured I'd take my last set, see if I could pull that strategy. And if it all works out, it'll work out. But if it don't, oh well.
Team 4. Well, as long as you're having fun, right?
Yes, sir. It's good. It's a really good time.
Team 4. All right, sir. Good luck to you.
Thanks, Ben.
Dave, DG up in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, yes, I do.
Well, sir, looked like you and Mr. Mullins got a little contact there. Maybe you drifted up a tiny bit. He came down a little bit. Is that kind of what it felt like behind the wheel?
Yeah. My tires are a little aged, so yeah, I came up a little bit, and I think he's on new ones, so he came down a little bit. It's one of those things.
You met in the middle and made a big hit, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Well, that's how it works
We're
in the music
still-
industry.
We're both still rolling though, so it's all good.
10-4. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
We just chatting with everybody tonight, having a good time. Getting set for the restart here. Lucas Huisma, Harry Grindell, your front row. Lucas accelerates through the restart zone, jumps out to a lead here. Harry Grindell trying to keep pace as he has been most of the race. Chris Walsh in the 18 closing in. As he battles Trenton Sneed side by side for the 3rd spot. Daddy Dave up the track with those older tires. Everyone keeps it off the wall at least. So watch this battle for 3rd. Trenton trying to keep it powered up on the outside. Walsh sliding up the track in that 18. See what kind of exit they're able to get. Walsh may get kind of tight off the corner here. Oh, Trenton got loose, smacks the outside wall. He kept his foot in the gas. Give him credit for that. A little too deep into one, though. That's going to give Walsh the spot. And the caution is back out. Mullins is around again. Burke. Oh, and then it smacks into Burke. Mullins a little angry in the 37 car. Burke was behind him, gets into the back of Mullins, spins him sideways, collects Dave Huisma, Daniel Llewellyn involved. We had a 4-car wreck in an 11-car race. That's kind of impressive. Llewellyn has to take the tow, it looks like. I don't think there was previous history with the 01 in the 37. Maybe just misjudged the corner entry speed there. Gets in the back of Mullins and around they both go. And Dave trying to avoid it gets in the door. Sends Burke up and into the wall, then Mullins voices his displeasure with a smack in the nose. These cars are built like tanks if Mullen's car still isn't smoking from that. That was a very heavy nose hit. Just the one he drove into the other car with. It looks like maybe Beach has decided this is the time to put his set of tires on. We'll see what Dave Hoytsma does as well. I'd probably still wait, to be honest. If they're wrecking at the pace that they're wrecking, you'd have to assume there's one more caution in the final 30-some laps, 35 laps. I would still save a set. But that's me. We don't see him jacking up the 79, so he could be. But Beach is taking his set. See Beach, the 71 behind him, jacks up on the left side right now. So Beach has taken his set. Dave Hoytsma still holds the set. He's just getting damage repair at this time. That could be the play. I'd wait about another 10 laps. Then any caution after maybe 75, I'd bolt them on. See what you got. Lucas out front. Grindel second. Walsh, Sneed, Monahan, Burke, the top 6 cars. See Trenton Sneed going through the grass, doing Trenton Sneed things, disappearing for a minute. Sir, that lawn was carefully maintained by a group of individuals that had to work really hard to make it look nice, and they're just out there rutting it up.
I'm more concerned about my possible alignment damage. I got some air time on that curb.
Are we talking wheel alignment or tooth alignment?
Yes. There's no Hans device, and it's an open face helmet, and I'm not wearing like the teeth guards.
Brutal.
Just a wee bit.
Well, how are we feeling about the strategy? Our teammate there, Beach, just bolted on his last set of tires, and what are your thoughts? Who do you think's got the catbird seat here?
Honestly, Beach might. We didn't really get too many green flag laps on this set of tires, so it kind of depends. Cliff has devised his shit list. And unfortunately, I might become a toilet here in a couple laps, so I don't know.
I'll let you know there's still one car that hasn't taken their final set yet.
David?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Could be fun.
Honestly, that'd be awesome.
It would. All right, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
Trenton Sneed in the 81 in the 4 spot, giving us a chat. Lucas Hoytsma, Harry Grindel, your front row. We come to get restarted on lap 68. Pace truck heads on down pit road. We are back underway. Hoytsma gets a great jump in the 89. Grindel in second, and the battle is back on between Walsh and Sneed. Walsh going to try to drive it in deep and then slide up. Walsh going to get it done. Walsh to third. Holds off Trenton Sneed's advances. Troy Burke finds himself fourth, and Andrew Beach and the 6th of Joe Monahan. 6th and 7th. We'll watch Beach. But up front, Harry Grindel's right on the back bumper of Lucas. Harry's got to be tired of watching Lucas drive away in these runs. See a little twitch out of the Renault. It's going to allow Hoytsma to get away a bit. Walsh, Sneed, Burke, Beach. Beach is dispatched of Monahan. Now he's closed in on the back of Burke. Remember, Beach bolted on 4 tires that last pit stop. We'll see if he's able to do anything with his side pipes Pontiac. Burke up the track. Beach going to drive it in underneath him. He'll have position going into the dogleg. Hopefully Burke knows he's there. It's going to get tight. Beach way down on the flat part. Trying to get alongside Burke here. See the front left brake rotor glowing for that 71 Pontiac there. Burke really hanging tough on that outside line. Kind of impressed, especially against a car with fresher tires. Only 6 laps fresher, but fresher nonetheless. Now Beach clears the 0-1. See if he can reel in his teammate, who has 11 more laps on his tires. Keep an eye on that gap between 4th and 5th. There's Monahan, and there is Mullins. Dave Hoytsma rides in 9th. Remember, he just did damage repair. He did not take tires. So he still has a set sitting in the pits should we get another caution. And the way Mullins' list has been growing, we might get another caution.
Still racket.
Still wrecking, randomly coming across. Grindel, that Monarch, stepping out on him as he comes out of 2. Walsh up the track in the 18. Way up the track. He's going to have to get way out of the throttle. That should give Trenton a hefty run on him. You see Trenton enter the picture. He was over 6/10 behind. Now he's right on his back bumper just about. That is what you call blowing a corner. An extreme version of it. You don't have enough purple paint? Get some more. Get some more purple paint. Go to the paint store. Get yourself some more purple paint. You can never have too much purple paint. 27 to go from Phoenix. Getting in that window where I would take my last set of tires. Any caution from here on out would do. I would take my last set of tires and see what I got. Lucas Grindel. And Walsh and Sneed. See if Trenton's able to get away this second spot as he's closed down the gap. Andrew Beach not making up as much ground as I thought he would. He's 1.6 back. Slowly gaining, but I just thought it would be a little quicker, to be honest. Trenton now under 2/10. Stalking the back of that Skull Bandit machine. I think he drives better when I'm not harassing him. But it sure is entertaining to bring him up in the booth. Walsh up the track again. I think Trenton's maybe saved a little bit more rubber. These two cars are on the same strategy. Once again, we see that 18 way up the track. Trenton trying to take advantage on the inside line. Keeps his tray on Technologies Chevrolet Pontiac down low. Oh, we have so much fun in this series. There we go. Trenton Sneed up into 3rd. Chris Walsh now down to 4th. Keep an eye between Walsh and Beach. See if Beach is able to reel in. He's still 1.6 seconds back. So not a big difference while they were battling. Troy Burke behind Beach in the 6th spot. You have Monahan 7th. Cliff Mullins kind of by himself in 8th. There's Dave in 9th, hoping for that yellow. Dave really wants that yellow right around now as the 51 goes around. That may be the yellow he needs. Caution is out as 51 goes around. Looks like he's kind of in the middle of the track. Didn't really know which way he was going to go as the Taco Bell car closed in on him. Right, yeah, right as it crosses the racing line. The 79 comes off the corner. It didn't look good at first, but it's not the kind of person that Dave is.
You truly hate to see it. I mean, I don't fully, but you know, mixed feelings.
Then Lucas gets into him. Under yellow. We'll have to coach up the 51. Should see the 79 come take his final set of tires. Not a whole lot of damage to his car. We'll see if he takes a quick repair, though. Did not. And there go the tires. So Lucas Hoisman with the contact with the 51 car. Hoisman has retired from the event. Dave taking some damage repair there, along with the tires. He's going to try to get out ahead of Cliff Mullins. Mullins going to beat him out, though, so that's one more car that Dave's going to have to pass. He's got probably 16 laps to try and pass 7 cars on those fresh tires. Everyone else at least 20 laps on their tires, except for Beach, who has 17. Beach was fighting really hard that run. May have scrubbed off some of it. Alright, folks, take your pick in chat. Who do you have winning this race? Are you going to go with those fresh tires of Dave? And go with Harry Grindell and Trenton Sneed being up towards the front, just with the track position? Andrew Beach, who kind of has a combination of both, better tires and better track position? Strategy's wide open, to be honest, right now. It's like Grindell's choosing top.
iRacing is confused. I'm the leader, but because Lucas Alt F4, it's still scoring me outside.
It's okay, the outside's good lane. But is it scoring you? Is it telling you to stay behind the leader? That's the question. Because that would be bad. Then Trenton would be the control car. So not so much Grindell choosing the outside as iRacing telling him to go to the outside. That's kind of entertaining. Pace truck's off, and here we go. 17 laps to decide this one. We'll see if Dave can use those fresh tires. Grindell gets out in front. Trenton Sneed into second. Andrew Beach trying to get by Chris Walsh as Walsh bounces off the fence. Dave not able to advance just yet. He's still back in that 8th position. Oh, as Mullins nearly gets into the 0-1. Now here comes Monahan to the inside of Mullins. Mullins drives it in deep, then kind of parks it. Monahan have to check up there. He's going to get to the inside. Grindell still leads over Trenton. Chris Walsh. Andrew Beach. Troy Burke, your top 5. watch the battle for the 6th spot between Mullins and Monahan. Monahan able to get it. See in the background, Streety up against the fence. Cars had an adventurous day with their learning. We all started somewhere. Gap between Grindell and Sneed sits at 3/10. Then you have Chris Walsh, Andrew Beach, and Troy Burke. Very surprised those tires have just not come in for this Taco Bell 79 car. He had the right strategy, but man, just haven't seen it come to light. The gap staying right about 3/10 between Grindell and Sneed. If Beach could have got by Walsh, Chrissy would have been really happy with a 1-2-3. As it is right now, Walsh playing spoiler, getting that final podium spot. 12 laps to go. Beach there in 4th. Looking back from our leader, Harry Grindell at Trenton Sneed in the 81. Harry Grindell definitely sliding the tires. Here comes Trenton to the inside. Not quite able to get alongside. Trenton closes in on the back of that Renault. Renault stepped out a little bit there, but Trenton's did too. They're both fighting the loose condition. Trenton right on the back of the teammate. Harry drives in a little deeper. Trenton trying to square up the corner and get the straighter exit. Trenton definitely better in 1 and 2 than he is in 3 and 4. Drifting up to the wall, and he closes in. He gets such a good run through the dog leg. Then he's been struggling a bit down here in 3 and 4. This battle is so intense that if you look back, Walsh is here too now. They're all stacked up 1, 2, and 3. Watch the battle for the lead from the 3rd place machine of Chris Walsh. Skull Bandit machine. Trenton's hanging in right at that 2/10 area. So here he drives in a little deeper in 1 and 2 than Trenton does, and it gives him such a good run on exit for Trenton. Then in 3 and 4 he just seems to lose just a little bit. Here he's somehow able to get in there a little deeper and carry the speed off a little better in 3 and 4. That time Trenton got a decent run out of there. 7 laps to go from Phoenix. So our 3rd place car provides us this awesome shot of the leaders battling 1 and 2. Those two make a mistake. Chris Walsh is there to pounce. Trenton really struggled that time around. Lost almost 2/10 to the leader. Oof. Trenton, big wiggle there in the 81. And I thought Walsh was about to smack the heck out of the wall. Trenton's definitely giving it all he's got. He might be cooking his stuff a little bit, though. Good lap there for Trenton. Very good lap there. Beat him by almost a tenth and a half that lap. If he could find that a few more times, Trenton would be right there. Oh, he's going to get the back end out. What a save. Trenton's going to lose time, but he saves his race car and his position. We see the 51 down in the grass. See if he's able to rescue his car and not cause any issues. Hopefully rolling slow on the apron doesn't bring out a caution. So I want to see that lead battle continue. Trenton's got to run him back down, though. Made that mistake getting loose. And these onboard shots are so much fun. Oh, he brushed the wall. Can't say he's not trying hard. He's got to gain a tenth a lap at this point. Gonna have to go full send. Oh, Grindel makes a mistake. Steve's gonna have a run. Saw the Monarch start to twitch. Drifts it up in the center. How straight off will he be able to drive it? Trenton can smell blood at this point, but just can't quite get there. 2 to go. Let's see if Grindel makes another mistake. Trenton will be right there. Oh, he got a little loose coming out of 2 that time. Seemed to be trading big slides out of 2 between the first and second place machines. Chris Walsh still there watching from 3rd. Here we go to the white flag lap. This is intense. All 3 cars, nose to tail.
Every one of y'all want to hit me? Is that what it is?
Apparently Cliff Mullins had contact with somebody. Grindel leads it through the dogleg. One final chance for Trenton Sneed. Goes in pretty hot. Chris Walsh is going to send it in there, try to take away second. I don't think he's going to be able to get it off the corner that good, though. We will find out. Grindel gets the win. Trenton gets second. Chris Walsh brings it home
Good racing
3rd.
there, boys. That was fun.
Very cool top 3 finish there.
I
They
tried
were
everything I could to get past you there, and you were just better than me, man. That was fun.
Hoytsford does
Thanks,
finish
Eric.
6th
Good
with
job,
those wheels, those fresh tires. Oh my gosh. Is that Cliff? No, it wasn't even Cliff. It's the 6 of Monahan. Who bounced off of him? That is Troy Burke. Yeah, they did good. 1, 2, and 4. Pretty good finish. If we can get the top 3 to the waiting room, please and thank you. I would appreciate it. Get our interviews underway for the top 3. Chris, I don't even know if you do Discord, but come on, jump up in there. We'll grab Trenton while we wait. Oh, hi. Hey, how's it going? Chris, DG, you got a copy?
I got you, DG.
Well, sir, you look like you had a lot of fun out there. Had a very strong car at Phoenix tonight. You're mixing up in the top 3 quite regularly, bringing home in the 3rd place finish. How much fun was it out there tonight?
It was a blast out there tonight. I kind of like these tracks there. You're really racing the track instead of the drivers around you. You just really kind of got to zone out, get a momentum going to do something on this track. Car's just super loose on exit there, so just trying to save that right rear is what it was all about tonight. Just
Damn.
a bunch of fun running up front all day.
You gave Trenton everything he could handle right there at the end, just barely finished ahead of you. What did you maybe need? Maybe like a half of a straightaway more to get him?
I don't know. He was tough to hold off there. We were running good earlier in the first part of the run there too, and I was just giving it all I had there at the end. And I think I got the right front a little hot on a couple times when I really drove it in. And anyways, but yeah, I seen him make that little bit of an error coming at a 4, and I got underneath him there. Just couldn't get the drive off to get it tonight, but pretty happy with this 3rd place finish.
TM4, congrats on the strong run. You got those friends, family, and sponsor shout outs for us tonight?
Yeah, just shout out to everybody in this league, man. This is so much fun. I love racing here Friday nights. It's a blast, great bunch of guys, and just a shout out to you and your whole team that put on this the racing league. There, it's just so much fun. So
10-4. We
thank you.
appreciate having you. Thank you so much for being part of it, and we'll see you next week.
Yep.
Chris Walsh getting the third place finish tonight. Now we'll go grab Mr. Entertainment, Trenton Sneed. Trenton, DG, you got a copy?
I do.
Hi, how's it going?
That went surprisingly better than I thought it would.
Well, you brought it home second. You had a good run all night. Looked like you were having a lot of fun out there. How was it?
I was just kind of like, well, the odds of me passing him are relatively low, so just kind of wait and burn all of my tires up, trying to stay behind him and maybe get him to screw up.
Which he did a few times, but then you were doing it right back. You're kind of trading big slides out of two.
Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like every time he'd screw up, I did at the same time. So I'm just kind of like, well, that's unfortunate. For every action, there's an equal to opposite reaction, I guess.
And for you, it was just
That
the same
one-
reaction.
Yeah, the one when he went into the grass, I thought, I don't know how it looked on stream or how it felt to him, but on my end, I saw his damn side number. I thought he was going all the way around, and I was about to say, well, that's suboptimal, but yeah, Harry's wheelman, he held it, and he just kind of held it and got the dub, to the surprise of no one.
Correct. All right, bud. Hit me with those friends and family sponsor shout-outs. I feel like we talked to you like half of the broadcast.
Yeah, honestly, I thank my family for watching. Entirely of C2X, Harold, Beach, Cliff, who's he said himself he's got a lot of favors to repay next race. So
Gosh.
yeah, I probably need to, if it's coming to 87s, I probably just need to go try and pick up a Hans device because I think I want to wear one. But yeah, Adam Crozier, Nathan Lafayette, D. Waddy. There was like a ton of people in here for the street stock, so I apologize if I forgot anyone there. But everyone of C2X, you for broadcasting, Treen Technologies, Sneed Tombstone Game Farm, STC Imperium Racing, BCR Sim Products. And I didn't mention it other Monday or Tuesday, but on the pillars of all the cars, I run that blue ribbon for dysautonomia awareness.
I'm just proud you can pronounce it.
I can't pronounce the post-tachyardra syndrome.
You just said all three of the words in one word. Postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome.
My accent barely lets me speak English as is. I'll stick to POTS.
Is it further or farther? Or
Both.
further? Or further if you're Larry Mack.
It depends what mood I'm in. Because if I'm mad, it's probably farther, because I really emphasize the A's. But normally I think I just pronounce it further.
Hi, Harry. It's Trenton DG in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I've got you.
I've decided we're both interviewing you for the win. Go ahead, Trenton.
Harry,
Hello.
you held me off every time you made a mistake. I did in return. Was there any concern of me being behind you, or is it just like I'm just going to light the afterburners and let the Yank eat my dust again?
I mean, it was kind of scary because I completely burned up my tires chasing Lucas before that final run. So
I noticed.
yeah,
I noticed.
yeah. So at first, I was like, okay, I could probably light the afterburner and be okay. Pace-wise, I've been ahead of these guys quite consistently, and then that didn't happen. I was like, oh, my tires are not up to this. So it was more kind of just trying to not make mistakes. And I'd make a mistake, and I'd look at my mirror and go, oh, crap, he's coming. And then you'd make a mistake, and like, okay, let's try and hold this. And then it would be rinse and repeat until the end, pretty much.
Yeah, the one where you went through the grass, I was if I had not spun the tires off the car off of 2, I may have had you there. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, I absolutely spun the tires off the car. I might as well put 2 center blocks there and try to get them to rotate.
yeah. I mean, that's pretty much what happened to me. I slid off 2. The car came back, so my right foot went down, and then it just snapped again. It's like the thing sort of weight shifted into the left and then went back right, and then that weight shift kicked the back back out again. I was like, oh, yeah, it went all the way down. I was surprised I held that together, in all honesty. But yeah,
I saw the number on your door. And I was
Yeah.
kinda like, oh,
yeah,
well,
it
that's
was
suboptimal.
it was a sketchy one. Was that was not fun.
Bet
Well, you're-
Chris would have liked to see that.
You're able to hang on to it and bring home the victory in that Renault tonight. You go to those friends, family, and sponsor shoutouts for us.
Yeah, Team Kamikaze, obviously, Centered Hosting and Soyo are sponsors. Kamikaze Design House and Hubert Mashik Livery Design. Chance to Extreme, Low Timed Engines. To yourself for hosting and broadcasting. And to Golden Eagle, the series sponsor. I always forget that one, so I'll not forget it this week.
See, it's
Perfect.
good that you brought him in because he remembers the stuff I don't. Well, whatever that one said, I share the opinion.
Well, congrats
Also
on
applies
the
to everyone.
congrats on the 1-2 finish, boys. Got to enjoy it while you can, and we'll see you next
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, thank you.
Maybe one.
Nope. Cut off Trenton in the middle of whatever he was saying. Sorry, Trenton. We have to go ahead and get our results going here. Results page for the race tonight. Harry Grindell, Trenton Sneed, Chris Walsh, Andrew Beach, Troy Burke picking up the top 5s, and Dave Hoyt. So I really thought his tire strategy was going to propel him a little bit higher than that, but he comes home in the 6th spot. Joe Monahan brings it home 7th. Cliff Mullins, a bumpy night, saying everyone hit him on the track. He finishes in the 8th spot. Lucas Hoytsman with the untimely early exit had to end up in the 9th position, and then Miguel Streety, who is Omar Gates. Omar finishes in the 10th spot in his 1987's debut. So that's what we got for you tonight. Thank you to GoldenEagleSyrup.com and the folks over there that help us put on the broadcasting each and every week. We are big time appreciative of them. Thank you so much. And yeah, that's going to do it for us from here in Phoenix. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's broadcast. Congrats to the Harry Grindell team in the 70, plus the C2X guys getting a 1-2 finish here tonight. If you want to come on back, we have races every single night. DGSRacing.com, where you can find the information on all of them. And if you want to join, come sign up in our Discord. Click the big red snake at DGSRacing.com. That'll get you in. And then you can sign up to run any one of our 9 different series. Doesn't matter your skill level. You can be the best driver in the world or the worst, like me, And we'll still accept you. We'll try to help you, coach you, teach you, try to get you learn all the intricacies of the different styles of racing. Most of our series are oval fixed series, so you don't have to worry about setups. Just come on out and run. Have some fun with this. We'd love to have you. DGSRacing.com. Thank you guys so much for being here tonight. We'll have, let's see, Legends. Legends are tomorrow. Those are broadcast by the Wild Horse guys. And then we have, not Modifieds, who's Sunday is Street Stocks. Those are broadcast by Lucas Hoytsma and his CTC Race Network. And then Monday night, we'll be back here with the ARCA series. So come check them all out. We have plenty of racing. If you got something that you want to watch, come on out. We would love to have you. Thank you so much for being part of our community, and we will see you in the next race.